Well, a tough week for President Joe Biden here. House Republicans opening an impeachment inquiry against the president, and Republicans saying that the president profited off of his son, Hunter Biden's foreign business dealings while he was vice president. And Hunter Biden was indicted this week on federal gun charges. Many are left wondering, is this impeachment inquiry going to actually affect the election, or is it just a political stunt? Yahoo Finance senior columnist Rick Newman here with more. So, Rick, that is the major question. Is it actually going to move the dial one way or the other?
Well, I can say definitively the so-called impeachment inquiry is a political stunt. They are hoping to tar President Biden reputationally, but there's no evidence that Biden has done anything impeachable. Basically, they're saying, let's file some charges and worry about the evidence later. Now, this gets to his interactions with his son, Hunter Biden, obviously. Three major developments this week that are not impeachment related. And one of them is that Hunter Biden has actually been criminally charged by prosecutors with one count of lying on a form about registering a gun. He said he checked a box that said, are you check here if you are not using illegal drugs. He was using illegal drugs, but he said on that form that he wasn't. So he's been charged with that criminally. He might also get charged for tax evasion on two other charges. This really only matters politically if there's any evidence, if this whole thing turns up any evidence that Joe Biden himself, the president, knew about, benefited, or helped his son commit these what may turn out to be crimes. They're relatively small crimes, we should point out. But so far, there's no evidence that he did. And if nothing else comes to light, and this investigation has been going on for 5 years back to the Trump administration, so far there's nothing, and there will end up being nothing. So probably not that big a deal for President Biden. Meanwhile, two other things that are a big deal for him. This UAW strike is a big deal for Biden. He claims to be the most pro-union president in American history. So he basically is siding with the striking workers. This is going to go for a long time, and we'll see how the public feels about this 1 month or 2 months or 3 months in. And we got more worrisome inflation news this week. Inflation creeping back up, and we know energy is the main problem there, including gasoline prices. So there are dark clouds developing for Biden. The impeachment inquiry is not one of them.
All right. Yahoo Finance reporter Rick Newman. Rick, thanks so much for breaking all of those down for us. A lot of stories that we're continuing to track here on that front.